Greetings and welcome to this meditation on September 5th, 2024. We're going to begin our meditation time after our discussion. We've been talking about some important ideas and principles and themes from the larger book, The Way of Mastery, but part one is called The Way of the Heart, and we are in lesson one, The Way That Calls You Home. So we'll reflect on that even during the meditation, some of the things that we've said. But if we can begin coming into the centered place, coming into calm, putting aside all those things that you experienced today, remembering them, reflecting on them, knowing that you had lived a life on this day. You've been places, you've done things, you've been a certain person. And you may have some sort of anticipation of where you may be going after this so-called elusive future in some other place and time that is imagined. But let's bring it all back to this moment. Bring it to here and now. And we talked about in the group about our illusions and our perceptions and how truth for each one of us may only be something that is experienced very near and dear to our own hearts, somewhere inside of our own bodies, and our authority over existence and life itself ends somewhere around the tip of our noses. So we're going to bring it all inside, bring it here close, and every one of us is going to have an experience with their own inner self. I was reminded of one of my all-time favorite books yesterday, talking to some people, a book I read over 40 years ago, and the author mentioned the phrase, master of the inner life. And I had no idea what that was because I was in my early 20s when I read that. But I knew that's what I wanted. And as we all have our own individual times here with our own inner life, our own inner experience, and we're doing it collectively, either on this day, this evening, or another time, we're all coming in, drawing our attention to the inside, and letting our breath be what it needs to be, slowing down, deepening, coming into the present moment. And you may drift away from that into some past time or future time, but always bring it back. Be here now, where there is truth. Truth, if it is to be found, can only be found in the present moment. And even a real experience from the past or an anticipated experience from the future are only hypothetical and reflective, imagined. And in a sense, a part of the illusion, not real. The only thing that is real is here now. So be here now, be present, and let your breath guide you there, coming into this moment, this time, breathing deeply. And in a way, the title of this lesson, The Way That Calls You Home, that's it. Allowing yourself to bring your attention on the inside, deepening your breath, coming into presence, coming home. And one spiritual teacher, Ram Dass, said that we're all guiding each other home. It's an individual thing. We can only draw ourselves there, take ourselves there. But it's nice that there are others who may be calling you You may hear that call within yourself, from another, but we're all coming home, home to the heart, home to the inner life, home to consciousness, home to true, eternal, divine, multidimensional quantum self, coming home to you, who you really are, setting aside illusions to come into truth. And one of the themes that we mentioned tonight was your experience is the effect of where you choose to focus the attention of your consciousness. So allowing your consciousness to be drawn inside, to come home. Consciousness, what is that? Seems so vague and mystical and mysterious. But consciousness is awareness, and awareness is paying attention. And you have authority and control and mastery and power over where you place your attention. And right now, we're placing our attention on the inside, to the breath. And settle in there for a few moments. You can imagine it as maybe even a place inside of you. Perhaps not even a part of your physical structure, because if you look inside your own body, you may find organs, glands, the body systems, the fluids of the body, bones and muscle and soft tissue. But somehow, very mysteriously, inside of you is something that may be referred to as soul or spirit, divinity, the divine within, the river within, your radiance, your essence. It may be, in fact, your true self and who you have always been, even without this body. What if there is something beyond your present physical existence in this life that you're living? There is something more to you. Not just the vast solar systems outside of us, the galaxies, the star systems, all those places in the unending quantum universe that seemingly has no end. The multi-trillion galaxies, solar systems, universes, endlessness of space. Yet the same dimensions and endlessness and infinity exist within you too. And it's you. It's who you are. You are an infinite being, a radiant one, radiating consciousness as your true self. And as you breathe, just simply come into breath that takes you there, the breath that guides you into the present moment. Breathing deeply, coming back to breath. You are a master. You are a powerful one. You just simply may not realize it. You're not a victim. Nothing is outside of you. What if everything was inside of you, and the only thing that's outside of you is a world full of illusions, created by you? But as you consider and entertain truth, it's inside. The truth. It might even be capital T truth, prevailing truth through all time, that you can access by putting your attention on the inside. In our discussion tonight, we also entertained about becoming less and less of what you thought you were, and then becoming more and more of what you were created to be. And hopefully during this meditation, you come into more of a realization of who you are, and breathing deeply into that. In the text, it talked about your only task, the cleaning of your windows, the polishing of your floors, the weeding of your garden, so that light can pour forth unimpeded. And the love of spirit, of which you are, experienced with perfect love, which is your identity, becomes even more real for you, even right now, in this present moment, with your breath, awareness of something inside, becoming who you really are. Perfect love. Perfect love. A radiance, an expression of divinity. Ponder that for a moment. How you go about your day is your version of expressing the divine. Divinity, source consciousness, highest intelligence. You are a representation and a representative of spirit, creator, prime creator, the beginning and end of all things, the origin. Take that with you as you leave here, as you leave the place where you are. And be the light of radiance wherever you go. Light of all lights. Brilliant light. That's your home. Light. It's who you are. Light. Expressing that light through every action in your life as love. Being love. And then we'll begin to come back now, finishing our meditation time. Coming back into this place, this space, your body, present time, in this room, or in the room that you're in. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.